My name is Dan Nowiski, and I serve on the Mission Center President team for the Michigan USA Mission Center. I'm a Community of Christ member in the Capital Area Congregation in Lansing, Michigan. Several years ago, I started to form a green team in the Capital Area Congregation, and we began looking at several dimensions of Earth stewardship, one of which was the energy production and use for the building. And as part of that process, we started to explore options for using solar panels to generate electricity for the congregation. Actually explored with contractors installing on our building. We had a really nice slope that was south-facing and could have been a pretty good candidate for installing panels. But in the process of evaluating those quotes and looking at the options, we actually were made aware of a process in our community in Lansing where a private company was installing panels on a former dump site in the county, and the utility provider was allowing users to rent the panels for a 25-year lease in exchange for monthly credits that were produced there. So it was a way for the utility to increase their renewable energy portfolio, but to have it paid for directly by the utility users. And it actually helped us because the questions we were facing for installation about the age of our roof and should we get it replaced before or not, and how would we maintain the products, which we did look into a couple of options. We could either have bought the panels ourselves and owned them, but as a nonprofit, we couldn't take advantage of tax credits. So we could have worked with a private company who could install the panels and sell us the energy through a power purchase agreement, or we could let the company manage them for a period of time, sort of on a hybrid where they would sell us power and then sell us the panels after the tax credit period expired. We looked into all of that, and then this became available, and we didn't have to have any of the building changes. We didn't have to worry about any damages on the roof or maintenance or vandalism. And we got a nearly the same payoff for the 25-year lease. The projected payoff of that lease cost was about 12 and a half years. And so we'll get the credits for all 25 years, and our cost should be covered in about half that time. And we took that to the congregation, and several members within the congregation, other places, stepped up to make donations. And I don't know the exact number now, but I think the congregation is leasing about 15 panels from the solar project. And so we were also able to make the project go forward because they had to have enough investors in it for individual homeowners who are also able to do the leases to get the project off the ground. So it was a great win-win for the congregation. We learned a lot, and potentially either before the lease ends or when it does, we will be prepared, I think, to look at installing panels on the building after a new roof's in place and having the connection with the local utility all figured out then.